was just trying to fit this mobile holder onto my bike, and the handlebar on my bike does not have any space left to put this or even the mobile charger for that matter. Now I have to do some jugaad. Okay, now this is big problem with this bike. I was trying to attach my mobile holder in here and accidentally I dropped my screw into this mess, and now I don't know where that screw went. I have no idea where to find it. So guys, after 45 minutes of hard work, and I had to take off this part of my bike to find my screw, and this was the screw, as you can see, and it was lying right there under the frame of this bike. Let's just continue with the work. So finally, after 3 hours, I think it is 9:15, I think 3 hours we have done it. And since I was removing the tank to let the wire through underneath the tank, I took out the K&N filter and just hastily washed it. Not a proper clean, because then you require a K&N air filter cleaner. So I cleaned it just with a brush and a splash of water, and I've refitted the K&N again. And yeah, let's go see how it looks. Okay, the first thing I did is to mount this mobile holder. Now initially, since there is no space in my bike anywhere, as you can see, to place this, there is no space left in the handlebars. What we did is we used this clutch cable of us, and we just put some extra thing to make it wider, and then put our mobile holder on this. It is not very sturdy, but I don't think it's going to fall, and we're going to test it out with time. Second thing is this RoboTouch ride-on mobile charger. Now again, for this there was no space, but luckily it came with 3 options. It could be wrapped around the handlebar, or it had a mount with adhesive in it, but could be pasted onto a flat surface. So I mounted this charger onto this flattish part of my bike. Now to take the wire all the way to the battery, I had to remove the tank, but then I got the terminals of the power charger all the way to the battery, and I attached it to the terminals of the battery. So these are the 2 things that we did, rather 3 things, including the K&N filter cleaning. Also, I've not shown you my new tire yet. As you can see, this is the new rear tire I have. This is the Michelin Pilot Sport. The tire is 120 at the rear, but since it is having a very round profile, as you can see, this area which is not being touched to the ground, it has got a very round profile. So when you see it from the back, it does not look that wide. It does not look a 120 rear tire. Now, the only problem with this tire is that since I'm not a professional rider, these tires generate chicken strips. Now what chicken strips are? This part of the tire which usually gets unused or unroughed up. So what happens is, over time, this part of the tire which is generally in contact with the road gets quite roughed up, and this part remains as it is. So these things are called chicken strips. Basically, people who are very afraid to bend their bikes onto the corners, they develop these things onto their rear tire, and that's why these are called chicken strips. So I have decided, since I've got all these upgrades, and also I've got my new GoPro mount ready to use, why not test it? And it will be a wonderful ride till Nainital. The road is, as always, wonderful, and I'm hoping that the weather also improves as I climb up the altitude. So guys, let me show you my GoPro mount that I made. This is my empty helmet, and this is how I mounted my mount right here. It is quite sturdy. Now this is the USB-C type which goes into the GoPro, and then I've got the mic going inside from here. Basically I got a lot of surplus wire, so I had to jugado somehow and fix this extra wire onto the chin mount. So this is the entire setup that I've made. So guys, I'm all fueled up, and hopefully I'll not stop before Nainital now. Okay, so guys, there's been a problem. I don't have my rainproof gear with me. Okay, you guys don't know. The problem, what happened was, last time when I left from home, I left my rainproof gear at home. And when I reached my workplace, I asked my brother to get it to Delhi, and I would arrange somehow the collection from Delhi. But what happened was, when my brother took it to Delhi, I refused him not to send it to my workplace because I didn't need it. I forgot that, and my rainproof gear is still left in Delhi with my brother. I thought that it would be pleasant and okay to ride in rain, getting wet, but it is not. I'm feeling very cold right now, and I'm on my way back to Rudrapur. But it has been a wonderful ride, and as you guys can see, the drastic change of weather, of view compared to what it was in Rudrapur and Haldwani. Typical Uttarakhand mountains view all around, and what a wonderful way the clouds are moving. So I'm going to take a time lapse here, and then I hope it does not start to rain again because I have to head back to Rudrapur. So I'll be taking a few photographs out here and take a time lapse, and then I'll see you on the way down. Bye. Guys, I'm on my way back, and this has been an adventure ride till now because it's very cold. I'm feeling very cold actually. Hello guys, I'm back at my home, and the first thing I did was to check out the video from my GoPro, and I have a bad news. Unfortunately, you guys must have already seen by now, the audio adapter which I bought from eBay is not working. Now after that, I immediately went on YouTube and researched about it a little, and turns out that no audio adapter other than the GoPro original one, which is not available in India, works on GoPro Hero 5. Now that is a bit disappointing. I went on and further researched about it, and I came to know that even the audio, without the audio adapter, even the mics, inbuilt mics of the GoPro Hero 5 are not functioning properly anywhere. The reason is, I'll just let you know. This is the GoPro Hero 5, as you guys can see, and as you can see, it is having 3 mics, one right here, one right here next to the on off button. Okay, there is one right here, and there is another one right here. So these are the 3 mics that GoPro has, and when you put on the skeleton on this, 2 of these 3 mics get covered. Now all the vloggers who made videos about this, they were absolutely furious over GoPro about doing this, and it's absolutely justified. How can you make an absolutely brilliant product and then make a stupid one and to ruin your own efforts, GoPro? Now after checking it, I also realized that when we do the vlogging, the only mic available to us if the GoPro is in a skeleton is this one, next to the power socket and the USB 3C type connector. Secondly, coming on to the previous point, GoPro mic adapter is not available in India as of yet, and I did a thorough search. There is one Indian vlogger who got it from England, and so luckily I am going to a Europe trip, and I will be searching for a GoPro Hero 5 mic adapter if I find one. So yes, point number 2. Second problem is with the setup of GoPro onto the chin. Now I found that GoPro with its most upright position is not able to cover more of the landscape. It is still pointing a little downwards for me. Now it is because I am riding an R15. It is having a dedicated aggressive position. This problem will not be the same, I guess, in case of other bikes, but I have to keep the helmet quite up in order to record some of the landscapes, which is again a letdown, and I have checked it. There is no solution to it. So the only thing which I have to do is to keep my helmet as upright as possible, and and be habitual to it. I could not make it to Nainital because of the heavy rain, and I'm not having my rainproof gear. But I did click some time lapse, whatever time I could get. There was one place where I could stay only for 15-20 minutes, so there is a short time lapse of that place, and there is another place where I stayed for a good about 25-30 minutes. So there is one time lapse of that place. So enjoy the time lapse, guys, and next vlog I'll be uploading probably in Delhi, when I'm already in Delhi. Only 2 days left, guys, and guys, if you still haven't subscribed to me, please subscribe, because like even a single person which adds up every day, it's a big motivating factor. So please do subscribe and comment and like. So until my next video, this is Deepak, the Two Wheels Wanderer, signing off. Ride safe.